We're a week away from the Grand Prix in Austin, Texas, but before we get all things USA, there's plenty of news to get into this Sunday. We're talking triple headers, like them or loathe them. They're great for the fans, they're taxing for Formula One teams and personnel. And everybody seems to be reacting this week to more of the discussion around the triple headers in the 2022 Formula One calendar. So we're going to step away from this year's championship battle, look ahead to next year and see what the teams are saying in the news this Sunday about 2022's triple headers. Before we go any further, just a reminder to hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with all of the content we produce on the channel here at GPFans, and of course to get on to @GPFans Global on Twitter and Instagram to stay up to date with all the breaking news from around the world of Formula One. But now let's dive into all those talking points. Alfa Romeo team principal Fred Vasseur believes the record-breaking 23 race calendar announced for 2022 is a positive message for Formula One. Next season's schedule will eclipse the 22 race season seen this year, with a new race in Miami being added of course, and the hopeful return of such iconic races as Australia, Japan and Singapore after their absences for the last 2 years because of the COVID-19 pandemic. The race weekend format next year is also going to be shortened down to just 3 days rather than the normal 4 that we have right now, because Thursday's media activities are set to be abolished. However, the inclusion of more triple headers in the schedule is once again proving a little controversial. I think we have to be realistic that we can't expect to do more races to generate more revenue in a smaller period without triple headers, conceded Vasseur. For sure, we have to perhaps reduce the weekend, the duration of the weekend, and to have a 3-day event. But at the end of the day, I think also that we have to be happy with the success of the F1, and that we are doing steps forward. We have more and more demand for the F1. We have to see it as a positive that we don't have to complain about the fact that we are doing too many races, and so that we are going in the direction to do a better championship with more races, so that is a very positive message and signal. For sure, we have to find a solution to accommodate for everybody, but I take it as a positive message. Not everybody is being so positive about the inclusion of more triple headers, however, in next year's racing calendar. Ferrari director Lawrence Stroll is hoping triple headers will be the first thing that will leave F1 after the COVID-19 pandemic is over. Despite the concerns, the provisional 2022 calendar showed the potential for a further 3 triple headers in a more congested season, boasting a record 23 races. Teams feel that 3 back-to-back races are perhaps just too many for members of the pit lane staff and the hectic workload and mental strain that they bring on Formula One personnel. I think it is clear it is very challenging for Formula One to put a great calendar together in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic, said Mekis. So in that context, we obviously understand that there needs to be a level of flexibility from the teams, which is why we just have to cope with these triple headers now and then. Once, hopefully, the pandemic is out of the way, we will sit down again and see how to move forward, as it's probably the aspect that is the most taxing for the race team. Hopefully, it will be the first thing that will go away once the pandemic is out of the radar. Elsewhere at Aston Martin, who have just said that they want to keep Sebastian Vettel around for as long as possible, team principal Otmar Safnauer believes the triple header schedule will be more manageable if the proposed schedule is stuck to for next year's calendar, with the season ending in mid-November, allowing a longer winter break for teams to rest up and get mentally focused for the next season coming up. Well, the first time you do a triple header, it's all new, and then from there on, you learn and you do some things to make the triple headers easier, he explained. However, they are still very taxing on all of us. We have 2 of them next year, and hopefully after the pandemic is truly behind us, we can look at the calendar and minimise or even get rid of all the triple headers. The nice thing next year is that we start mid-March and finish mid-November, which gives us a decent winter break. You can put up with a triple header or 2 if you know you are not racing up until Christmas. So what are your thoughts on triple headers in Formula 1? Are they just too taxing for the teams and their personnel? Is the mental strain too much, let alone lugging all of that equipment around all over the globe? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below, and of course, hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with everything that we do here at GP Fans.